We back to the 444 show, and today we're doing something a little different. Now, I know y'all always come here for love, advice, and dating, etc., but we got to change it up. I'm tired of that right now. So today, I want to talk about prison. I want to talk about the other side of the life that y'all be glorifying on TV, in the streets, the part that you don't see, the part that you really probably can't handle. Now, before I tell you my story, let's hear from the female's point of view about what a female goes through when her man goes to prison, and how is that really handled?
I dated a man who went to jail and prison, and it was tough. And I think that there's an internal-external conflict going on with the man and the woman or whoever, because the guy, he's in there, he's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, he's just down, and the woman is doing the bit too. That's the thing, that they don't understand, that it's not just y'all that go in, it's us too.
Because see, going to prison, I have been in some issues before and going to prison, and I went in there, assuming that I had to do 20 years. So that whole trial process, your mind is on 20. Your mind doesn't see what could happen or the deal. Your mind's on the last thing the judge said to you. And on a visit, this is where life hit me. On a visit, me and my dad was talking, and I wanted to play macho for my dad. We talking, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to trial. And me and him had eye contact. I started crying. I had to be a boy at that moment. I was like, you know what, trying to be a man right now, you my dad, nigga. I'm facing 20 years, Dad. I don't think I could beat this. I did it. You know what I mean? What happens now? Trial, they offer you, more time if you lose. So my dad's in the visit, he tell, he tell. That's my father. He tell. And it's and I remember my co-D had walked past me, while I was in a visit with my dad crying, and he looked at me, and I was like, yeah, we finished 20 years. Right. You know what I mean? So it was that kind of showed me, prison will bring the boy out, out you. It'll bring that innocent boy that wasn't never that never went a part of this. Now he has a say. Because in prison, he don't want to be there. He's like, Guapo, you put me here. I didn't want to be like this. You changed your destiny. I was an athlete, I was smart, you did this. I can't handle this. So Vlad, my man right here, CEO, president, happy monkey. How do you feel about the experiences of a man going to prison, and how has it affected you or some of your family members?
Well, man, that's a deep question, man. I feel everybody talks about war veterans, PTSD, I feel people really need to maybe, that been through them type of experience like ourselves, go get therapy afterwards, because, it's not meant for a human being to be, away from his family, everybody he knew, and, females and etc. And, no matter how tough you say we want to be, it takes a toll on you. You know what I mean?
What's the hardest part? Now, see, it's a process in prison. First, it's the county. First you get arrested, for those that never been in trouble. Then you go to the county. Now, the county is usually the most confined part of prison. Right. Like 23 hours in one. You get 1 hour to go outside for a shower or a phone call. So that's the hardest part, because now you in the cell, you just been charged. No one knows, no one collect call answer, no account is set up. That first 24 to 48 hours, you gotta deal with yourself. Nobody gonna say it's gonna be okay. You gotta really sit there and be like, oh, I ain't called my girl, my mother yet. That's where it hits you, where the regret comes in, where you see what you made of. Now, Dre, I met this brother, Dre, down prison. quiet dude, always worked out. The biggest dude in the yard. I was the second biggest, you know that. It's like that. So Dre, like, you know, in prison, you was always quiet in prison. And I always wonder, like, is he crazy? Like what type of dude is? Because in prison, you're around nothing but men. And your job is to survive around these men, and you're forced to get to know them.
Right.
You're forced to know every flaw, how they smell, you're there.
Right.
Their voice, they're annoying, you're forced to deal with them. So how long, if you don't mind, have you did in the system?
I did 10 years.
In the system?
In the system, yeah, I did 10 years. And to answer your question, you know, to deal with different individuals from different areas, right? Throughout my 10 years, I've seen that, you know, from people being from different areas, they act differently, right? So even when I came across you, you know, we kind of connect our frequencies, you get what I'm saying? So when you inside, you kind of connect with certain people that you want to deal with because you in the Lions Den, you get what I'm saying? So in the Lions Den, you got to remember, you're around murderers, you're around robbers, you're around, you know, people who have done like dirty of the dirt. But overall, when you kind of think of it, you know, if you come from a good background, you want to, you know, look past that and you want to be able to be like, you know what, I'm going to overcome this and I'm going to utilize my time to where as though, you know.
So let's get to the nitty and gritty though. Now, was you dating? Now, has any of y'all ever went to, you know, to prison, like dating somebody?
Yeah.
And loving them?
Yeah.
Now, how did that feel when you go into prison with a girlfriend?
Man, it's challenging, man, because I was married, actually. I'm going to be honest. I was married, went into prison thinking that, you know, in the beginning, I'm going to be honest, like, you know, OG told me, he was like, yo, let her fly, right? Because you're going to end up stressing yourself out. Yeah. And being in the prison system, I'm going to be honest, after 4 years, right? After 4 years, it's like the closest people that you believe that's going to be there, they don't, after 4 years, they don't make it.
Yeah, 3 years, like, and I look at it like this, like, in prison, the phone wall is the saddest wall in the prison. That's the saddest wall in the prison. You know, like some dudes be all happy with the phone all day, talking all day. And I was the dude that let my girl go when I went in. I said, baby, look, and this is how I talk to her. I said, look, I love you. You and I both know this is not your body. You is not, I could barely keep you in the crib when I was home.
Right, fact.
I didn't even trust you on the street.
That's the reality of
You
it.
feel me? I ain't trust you on the street. I gotta do
reality
this.
of
I
it.
said, listen,
Yeah, but
I
not
can't.
necessarily.
But man, listen, if you know, see, this is where I'm gonna like tell y'all young dudes this. You know your girlfriend and y'all know y'all boyfriend. Every dude knows their girlfriend's body. Whether you want to admit it or not, you know what she can and she can't do.
Right.
I'm a realist.
Right.
You feel me? I like them wild girls. So I be knowing they potential, you know, loyalty. Right. Baby, you gonna smash something today. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess that's who he's been dating. That's who he's been dating.
Don't judge me though. You
No
know what I mean?
no
At that
judgment.
time,
You know I love you. No judgment.
But no, at that time I had a girl that was like kind of wild. So I was like, you know what? Listen, just come see me when you could. Let's write. And if I do beat trial and I get something light, we gonna see what's good. But don't hold yourself accountable. Now, if you have a quality girl, of course you're gonna fight for your girl, but she wasn't that type of girl at that time.
But you know what's so crazy? So when my man went in, I told him, and I kept it real with him. I was like, listen, speak to whatever female you need to speak to pass your time over, because to be honest with you, I have a career. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm not always gonna be there. And this is, you know, he'll see this, you know, so it's not me fronting. Like I told him, talk to whatever chick you need to pass your time, but just know, like, because like you said, like, you know me, like I'm real. Like I'm not gonna be like stupid to this shit. Right. You know, like, y'all get lonely in there. Y'all suffering. Y'all emotionally, mentally, y'all worrying about what we're doing out here. Y'all worrying about if someone's sleeping with us, inside of us, doing this, or are we gonna be there at the end of y'all sentence, or, you know, when y'all come out or whatever. So I understand, but understand that we go through it too. Like, you know, when my man at the time was going through it, I was like, yo, you're not the only one that's doing a bid. I am too. And I didn't even do anything. I wasn't even here to
How
like.
did it affect you though on the day-to-day? The phone calls. Was it annoying though?
No, it wasn't annoying because I love speaking to him. I kind of wanted to see him. The only thing was annoying was I got locked up going to see him. I got locked because, yo, this is no BS. Anybody that knows me knows that I am like banned from Tabit Hall because I got into it with some lady who happened to be the supervisor. But anyways, that was just a whole thing. But it's just a whole, like, it's not just y'all that go through it. You know, it's y'all families, it's y'all girls, and it's all of us. But I do understand that, like, you know, when y'all come out, y'all not the same. You know?
Whoa, I gotta, Angie, see, you love saying when I'm wrong, you wrong. See, I'm gonna tell you why dudes, now, she's right though. People come home from jail different though.
You either come home better or worse. You don't come home the same.
But she's not the same either though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're not the same.
It go both ways.
You know, but I mean, you're not the same in a sense where it's like you guys have so many questions you want to ask that I can't give you the answer to. It's like, oh, did you do this? Did you do that? Okay. So, all right.
He's supposed to get him out the way the first. Listen, man, you try something? Like, tell me, baby.
Yeah. Like that. Like questions like, all right, like I ain't no foul bitch. Like I'm not gonna like ski on my man. Like I've cheated, but I won't ski on my man while he's locked up. That's just not me. But what I will say is that.
Hold on.
Wait, so you cheated while he was home?
No. I said I've cheated on a guy before.
Right.
But like I'm not the type of person to kick someone while they're down. Like I'm like for me it's like getting this money. Like I was making sure his kids was good. I was good. The bills
did you cheat
everything.
though? Like,
no, I did. I just said that I wasn't.
But if you didn't, then you wouldn't say you did on camera.
Expect that more than
No. But
she
you
get a pass
know
if she
I
cheated.
said I did on camera before. Don't even try.
But listen though, but going to jail though, right? Look, now I have seen some dudes that I knew from high school that did bids, and they were different. Cause sometimes, see, prison is painful. A lot of y'all just watch TV. I think, see, I don't know, like y'all think that prison is like Oz. Yeah, I think like it's like Oz or something. Prison is the worst time of your life, and it's like that pain can either make you stronger or make you better. Cause when I went in there, it's my first time ever going to prison. I done been in trouble, but I'm like 7 with a 3, what? So my first couple weeks in the county and months, it was breaking me. I was throwing up in the morning. I'm like 20. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And my county is 23 hours in one. So I had a lot of time like to think about the mistakes I made. Why did I serve him? I could have been in the NFL. Why did I do this? Like, it was killing me until one day, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. One day, a female CO, her name was Officer Spady, and I was like, I had a panic attack in my room. I just couldn't take it. I'm like, yo, this is really my room? Because remember, I don't want to accept failure. I be wanting to think it's a way out. Like, nah, I'm going to get a bail. I'm going to beat this. And one day it hit me because they denied my bail. They said, no bail, no cash bail. You cannot bail out. And I was like, oh, now I felt stuck. Because remember, I had the mindset of I might get out. I might get a bail. Right. Once they said, oh, no, you're going to trial. Right. You're not going home for bail. You're going to keep you. And I had a panic attack. I said, yo, CO. She's like, yo, what's up with you, bro? I'm like, I gotta talk to you. She was like, what? I'm like, I gotta talk to a person, a human being. Right. So me and her went to the side. I was like, yo, I'm going crazy. I can't breathe. I'm going nuts. They won't give me no bail. I gotta stay here. I don't know what to do. I can't do this shit. I'm going crazy in my room. She's like, yo, Scott, you're not going nowhere today. And you got to understand, you got a family, you got a lawyer, you're doing better than half the tier. Go to your room. I'm going to let you out today for you get some fresh air. But after that, you got to accept this.
It's life.
You know what I mean? I gave her my little Facebook. She said, nah, I seen your Facebook. You're out there living it up. And a woman said, no, Guapo, they think you a boss in there. And you out here going nuts. You gotta be that guy now too.
Right. You gotta be that guy
I never had to be a boss confined. I was a boss free. So being a boss inside is different.
Totally different.
Vlad, elaborate on that.
Totally different. So me and the brother was kicking it before we got on here, like, it's crazy how now, all the spiritual shit's going on. You hear people talk about energy and vibes, and like when you in there, they hit you to your core, right? So nobody's gonna vibe with you because of money, because of where you from. It's like they put you down to who you are, your character, your vibe, your energy, how you carry yourself. And that's all people have to go off of. And you got to understand that everything that you left, whoever you was, wherever you was from, is irrelevant here. The only thing left is you as a person, and you got to deal with that, like you said, and you got to get it more in tune with yourself, and you got to get more in tune with your energy and your vibes, because that's basically all you got to go off of. Because like he said, you dealing with people from different areas, different nationalities, and you have to deal with them. So like your natural instincts go into overdrive, and you really learn how to really get in tune with them.
Out here, jewelry and clothes, they give you a vibe. They give you style, and they give you stature, and they give you, you know. But see, in jail, y'all wearing the same stuff. Right. So it doesn't matter who you are on the street. It doesn't matter how much money you got. You wearing, now Ramon, you don't have people before that went to prison, like from a, by the way, this is Ramon, Vlad's partner, CEO, president of Happy Monkey, the biggest brand in New York City. That's coming up next. But Ramon, being a male that holds down his male friends that get locked up, how would it affect the male, though? How does it affect the guy with his friends in jail?
That's a good question.
Well, you think about it, right? Especially when this is people that you grow up with. You know, these people is, like for me, it's blood bond, right? We're brothers, right? I got brothers that's locked up. They got family. They got I got nephews. You know, they got daughters. They got sons. I got to take care of them. I got to see them every day. You know what I mean? I'm not a friend. I'm family. You know what I mean? So you got to take care of these people, right? Not only financially, you got to be there for them, right? You got to pick them up from school. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you write them letters every month. You know what I mean? Not only send them money, them packages for that food. That shit is important, right? So all that shit, you there bidding with them, like she said, right? Because you taking care of everything around them, not only financially, spiritually, you know, the whole fam, my nigga, and it take a toll on you because these are people that you trust the most, right? Because they be niggas outside that they ain't doing shit for you. You know what I mean?
It affects the guy too.
Absolutely.
Now, how about your first fight in prison? Your first drama, like your first, like, oh, that moment where
in prison or in jail? Because it's
jail,
a different.
It's a different. Like your first, like.
Yeah, because I've been in jail. I ain't in prison.
Let me tell you, right? My first, so you know, I'm from Jersey City, right? Yeah. I came out of your county in Union County. So when I first came in the county, you know, I made the news or whatever, so people kind of knew before I came inside the tier. But the first mess. The first time you get the food, everybody be claiming their chair. You know, like, and then in your county, it's kind of different from my county because you got multiple cities, Broadway, you know, Elizabeth, Plainfield. It's so everybody claiming a little table, which is, you know, stupid. But I come down from Jersey City, you know, and I go to the table, minding my business, and they like, oh, somebody's sitting there. So I said, okay. I text my tray to the next table, like somebody's sitting there. I said, we're not gonna do this. Right? So I'm like, yo, where he at? He was like, yo, he coming. I said, well, he not here right now. So they stepped up to me and was like, well, when he come, we gonna see what's up. I said, all right, we gonna see what's up. But one thing in jail is like, it's no in-between. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have an in-between to where as though it's some type of mediation where you can talk. It's either you either be very, very humble or you just be that gorilla, right? So to make the statement, as soon as he came, he like, yo, this is my seat. I said, yo, I'm here. You gotta wait till I finish. And then he's like, as soon as he put down his tray, I didn't have no other choice but to pop off. Because it's him and his man. So it's like pop, pop, pop. I'm protecting myself to where as though it's like, I gotta do this.
Like, my first fight in jail came down Yardsville prison. Now, my bid was a 7 with a 3. Now, the rule is if you stay trouble-free for a year, you go to a halfway house with only a year in and do 2 years of that 3-sip on the street. So I was mindful of like, yo, avoiding the bullshit. Like, work out, pray, chill, eat, and that's it. Like, avoid this nonsense. So one day, you know, in prison, it's inmates that want to be cops, that get a job on the tier, and they want to be cops. So there's one dude, what up, my boy Iraq, what's up? You know what I mean? He had a job at the tier, saying he had 8 years in the same tier. So he was always the one to clean up our mess from cooking out night and, you know, mopping the floor. So one night, it was messy. He like, yo, nobody getting no hot water tonight, nothing, I don't want to hit. And now remember, in prison, hot water is the stove. Right. That's the stove. Right. That's your coffee, that's your life. You need the hot water. So he's like, no more hot water. And I had just ordered cappuccino. It was Sunday night. It was a game on.
Delicacy, by the way.
It was a game on. I'm like, you know what, yo? Nah, I said, bro, you bugging. I ain't even go out for rec. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I need my hot water, bro. Like, come on, bro. He like, nah, Guap, I can't. I said, yo, I ain't gonna front, bro. I'm getting cop vibes right now from you, bro. I'm getting cop vibes. I was like livid. No hot water for what? You an inmate. So now he like, what? I'm a cop? I bet. So I lay down, put my headphones on. I watched the game, not knowing that you didn't call that man a cop. So he gonna want sauce.
Right.
So the next day come, regular day, I go to rec, I work out, I come back in the unit. Everybody's door open for rec, for their room, except for mine's. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I got an appointment, medical, I don't know. And all of a sudden, I see Iraq, like the one that had a problem with, he behind the gate. Like, I'm like, oh, what's going down? Now my door pops, because he go with the cop. My door pop, I go in the room. Now remember, in prison, the whole thing is you in the room first, and the other op gotta come in whenever he wanna come in. Right. It could be now or you waiting against the wall. He runs in the room, I pop on, we getting it in. And the room is small in prison. So I kind of was stronger than him, and I ended up winning the fight. I had him. But the adrenaline, not knowing when he was gonna come in the room with a weapon or not, was like, that was the thrill. I'm like, yo, I ain't got no weapon in here. I ain't even think. This is what, you know what I mean? So that would show me, well, oh, this is prison. Any given moment could be your last moment. He came in there with his hands. It could have been with a gun. You know what I mean? So that's how that happened. So, Ramon, now you said that you was like going through it with your family when they was in prison. Like, what's the worst part of doing the bed with your boy though? Like the worst part, like the one like, damn, like writing letters. You were a writer or you were more of a phoner? Like a phone?
We was doing both, brother, because we was doing bids in the 90s and we was doing bids now, right? So it's like you do both, right? You get him the phone, he do good, you get him the phone. He was getting everything that he needed. Well, both of them was getting everything that we needed, you know what I mean? But it's like the worst part is that you miss, like I said, you miss the people that you trust the most, right? So you out here going through real life situations, getting the bag, doing all these things, and these are people that you need the most, they ain't there, you know what I mean? And you ain't, and then it's also like, when you're getting a kid, you celebrating real life shit, you ain't got these people around you, you know what I mean? That's a big deal.
For the girl, though? Come on, keep it real.
It's everything. It's not having sex, it's not having your friend, it's, having to take care of everything. And I was okay with taking care of everything because, I'm gonna hold shit down. But it's just the constant question. Like, I don't understand why you guys, when you guys go in, it's just like y'all more controlling inside than y'all outside for some reason. And y'all not even like, my man wasn't even controlling at all, ever. Like, he lets me do what I want. And it's just like, inside it was like constant, like, wanna know. And I'll pick up the phone whenever you call. So what is there to, why you?
Do y'all be at home crying for us? Because I always
oh my God.
I always hope y'all cry for me.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I always hope somebody cry for me.
Listen,
if somebody at home crying for me.
Okay, hold up. If you go through my Instagram, you could literally see the difference in my weight. Like, I was so sad when he went in. I was crying and I couldn't get through life without him, because it wasn't that I was dependent. Obviously, y'all already know I'm a boss ass bitch. I do everything on my own. But it's just having him there and having someone to ask, hey, how's your day? Or babe, you look beautiful. Or when I'm having a bad day at work or whatever, it's coming home to him or whatever. It's just, it was it was a hard time.
So is that come home sex? Was it it hit how you imagine it, or is it never?
It was quick.
As you imagine it?
It was really quick. really, really quick. I don't want to tear up because actually it was making me emotional. But when
he home, boy, he home.
No, seriously.
How much time did he do?
I don't want to say, but he did sometime. But when he went in, I felt like a part of me was gone.
Yeah. I went in when me and my girl was on bad terms, so I never had a chance to fix it with her. Right. So that killed me the most. I'm like, yo, I left her good. Because I'm so dumb sometimes. I be having good women, yo.
Right.
And she okay? I love you, right? Okay. And it's like, having a good woman and doing wrong when you're free, you don't feel that. It's like, whatever, I'm getting money, I'm guapo, I can find somebody else. But losing a good woman in jail, like, oh, no. It's like, no. Like, I lost a good woman, now I'm in jail? See, a lot of y'all got good girls at home. Like, one dude in the bar see me in the bar recently. I'm in the bar. He's like, yo, guapo, yo, I love your show. Yo, my girl kind of average, yo. She average, yo. It's like, yo, I know you be out here wilding, and it's like, yo, what should I do? Should I just stay with her? I got 7 years and her body changed. And I was like, bro, look at me right now. Like, it's 1 a.m., I'm in the bar, dolo, chilling. You got a whole girl at home. I might pop one of these hoes tonight that I don't even really like, just, you know, something to do. It's gonna cost me though. You know what I mean? You got a wife at home. You got a whole girl who love you at home and wanna be me. I wanna be you.
Yeah, but you know what?
You know what I mean? Right. And it sounds like, oh, guapo trying to sound fake. Nah, bro, I'm tired of these hoes, bro.
But you know what, guapo?
It's like me, so some dudes want to live that life, but they don't know what it's like.
I agree.
Right.
And now in prison, you find out. Like, now you in jail. Now that dude with the girl whose body wasn't all that, but was loyal for 7 years, she at every visit sending food packages.
Facts.
It's the guapos who all big with the beard in the corner with no visit. Why? I had a hoe when I was home.
Right.
Now I'm in jail and she's doing what she's supposed to do. And I might get some money every month, but I ain't gonna see her because she's busy on the weekends.
Right.
So don't always leave your shorty. If you in the game, bro, keep your wife. I don't want to get too deep on this episode, but if you in the game and you out here playing these games and got you an Angie on your team, hold it down because, bro, you don't want to go to jail with a bad girl. Now, Vlad, you've been through a lot in your life and your struggles. Have you ever lost a woman due to the system or being involved in certain things and how that hurts you, losing a woman?
You know, it's crazy. Like, it was a girl that she was like, you know, probably like one of the loves of my life. You know, we was together for a while, for like 5, 6 years. And, you know, when we first got together, she was in law school. And then by the end, when I came out of jail, she finished law school. You gotta remember, you guys know when you go to jail, your life pauses. Everybody else keeps on going. So now, you know, now I'm home, you know, want to try to be, you know, a good man, all these things, but she a whole lawyer now. Like, I'm starting over again.
Like on Ghost and Power.
Right. I'm starting over again. And she like, yo, but when we getting married, when we doing this, what you gonna do? You know you can't go back to doing what you're doing, because, you know, I'm a lawyer now. We can't, and it's just like, and exactly. And then, so my point is that, you know, because of that, because of my lifestyle, my choices, couldn't be mad at her. She had to kind of like move on because like it created too much of a gap from when we met.
This, just because your life stops in prison, the girl life don't stop. Exactly. See, it's now that I'm a man, I can say this. Don't impose your penalties on no girl. I'll say it again. Don't impose your life mistakes and penalties on your girl. You want to be a boss. You want to not come home on the weekends and do your thing. And now that you're going to jail, you want her to turn into, you know, like Harriet Tubman and ride that wave. Right. You was at home being a thot, acting crazy. So listen, don't go to jail if you're not holding it down with your family, because you will get left alone, because prison is real. Y'all be safe. Love y'all. We out.